I have no idea what I was doing there. Well, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oof, I will get this video out today. Hopefully, for the sake of consistency.
Yeah, yeah, I pull up to the booth, patting a wave. Out here counting the ways, me and my dogs.
So me and my sister had done a video. We lost the file, unfortunately. It was such a good video as well. I do feel bummed out about losing that video. But there was a question she asked me in the video, which was, what was your worst experience in church? And as I was telling her one experience, I remembered another one. And it was a time when I was in Belgium, and I have like a wall. I don't really talk about Belgium much. But yeah, I'm going to talk about this particular story. And yeah, this is a story about how my life got literally turned upside down. Literally. So when I was in Belgium, I used to be a translator in church. I would, translate either from English to Dutch, Flemish, or from Flemish to English. And yeah, you would do things like maybe when the pastor's preaching or newcomers. If you go to a typical Nigerian Pentecostal church, you know the routine, all the different parts, offering time, newcomers, announcement, preaching, all that type of stuff. So they also translate, interpreting team. Was it here? It's the same thing actually, isn't it? So yes, so there was that team, and I was part of that team since I was like 13 and a half. And then when I was about 14 plus, some random Sunday, it was newcomers, so I was going to be interpreting to Dutch. And so the guy was speaking in English, I'll say it in Dutch, because in case we had any, we had like Dutch speaking people in church. And yeah, normal Sunday, he's doing his thing. It's like, hi, welcome to church. I'll be there like, oh, hello, welcome. Oh, my Dutch is so gone. Oh, my Dutch, guys, I'm losing my language. Sheesh. But yeah, he'll be like, if it's your first time here, can you stand up, please? As het je eerste keer hier is, kan je. I've lost. I'm losing Flemish. I'm actually losing. Like literally, I'm losing the language. But anyway, so we were, he was doing his thing, interpreting, telling them about the church, and then out of nowhere, I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak. So we thought. I thought like, when your brain freezes a little bit, isn't it? Like when your brain freezes. That's what I thought it was. So he continues again. Oh, guys, my heart sunk. So at this point there, I'm looking around, like I'm looking at the leader of the team, like, yo, tagging me in, like, can we swap places for a bit? This guy was just there looking at me like, and I'm there, okay, cool. Let's go on. And then now I'm really struggling. Like I can't speak. My words aren't coming out. I'm struggling to like say, anything. And then the pastor, like at this point, the pastor stands up, notices, walks over to where we're standing, and it's like, oh, are you okay? So it's like, why don't you say it in English? Why don't you? Because I know the whole routine, like what you say to them when it's their first time, prayers and stuff. Sunday school is this time on Sunday, and Bible study is Thursdays, and all that shit. And then he's like, you say it in English. And then when I start trying to speak in English, guys, nothing comes out. Nothing comes out. Like oh my god. It was terrifying. Yeah, that I began to stammer, and so when I couldn't say the stuff in English, they took the mic from me. I went to my desk, and then this is where, like, at first I'm just like, oh, what's going on? I'm trying to process. Once church finished, and I hate PT. Once church finished, people started coming to me like, oh, are you okay? Oh, don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. It happens. And then the tears came out. The tears came out whenever I put my head on the table and I'm crying. Now I'm thinking this is a one-off situation. It's a one-off thing, like maybe it was nerves. A one-off thing until it was not a one-off thing the next day and the day after and the day after. And then where it got really bad was, like in school, because you would have to read for your English and your Flemish Netherlands exams. And the teacher for my Netherlands was like, give me the book. It was time to read. I'm trying to explain to this woman like, yo, I can't do it. I can't, like, I would just fail me. This woman was not having it because it's like, how do you one day know how to read? She thought I was just trying to get out of the exam. And I'm trying to explain to her, she's not having it. She's not budging. And guys, I was reading and tears in front of the class because I couldn't do it. I was like struggling, and I'm like, they're like cut. Oh my god! And the tears, like the page I was reading was soaked with tears. She had to take the book from me. I don't know why she thought I was lying or not being serious. Like, she literally had to take it. Fam, the pages were getting wet. So I don't like. It was really, really, really bad. And then that just continued for like years. And then we moved to England. And I don't know if there was a switch in my brain that made it slightly better, or if I don't actually know. But even when we moved to England, I was still struggling with it. So for example, when we had to do like church presentations, or I had to do presentations in school, I would still stutter, especially when the nerves kicked in. So because once it starts, I get nervous and then it becomes worse. And also when I was speaking to people, I would rush what I want to say. I would take random pauses. But then what I started doing, and it will sound funny to some people who watch this video, was, so for example, like in church, what I started doing was I would, say a little prayer in my head. So when I can sense the stutter coming, I would speak in tongues, and I would just be like, okay, God, I'm just here, I'm an empty vessel, I'll speak in tongues, and then I would be able to speak. And then I would rush what I want to say before the grace leaves me to speak, and then I'm like, I'm gone. So yeah, and then that became like my coping mechanism for it. And then slowly I started, getting better at speaking. Sometimes when I get nervous, I'm doing a presentation, it still comes up. If I pause a long time, or you see me like try to repeat the same word, that's probably what it is. So yeah, and yeah, with time. So now when I speak, or if I have to do like presentation, I always make sure I'm well prepared. I also learned how to like make up stuff on the spot. So like when I'll do presentation and I can't remember what I want to say or what I had prepared, instead of getting nervous, I would just wing it. So I became really good at winging it, then slowly became good at conversating. And I think that's also maybe what helped my listening ability, because I didn't want to speak as much. So I would let people speak, and I would just like answer or speak in the parts where I needed to speak, instead of just speaking. But I do talk a lot. That's a funny thing. I do talk a lot, especially in my friendship circle. But yeah, I think anyone who's known me like from uni days probably would have no idea. Some people probably had no idea that I stammer. But people who knew me from like way back would be they would know what I'm talking about, because they would have seen it. Some people said it was spiritual attack. Actually, it could be. It could. I don't know why I'm making a face. It actually could have been a spiritual attack. I'm sitting here as if those things don't exist. It could have been a spiritual attack, but we thank God. I'm better now. I can speak, thank God. But I don't speak a lot about Belgium because it's just like Belgium was a terrible, terrible time. Yeah, I was telling my sister like I have a wall and I don't ever look across that wall, and that wall is like Belgium. And if you ask me like to remember things about Belgium, it's so hard to remember. But then I remembered this, and yeah, I just thought I'll share it as a story time. And yeah, if you are struggling with stuttering or stammering, yeah, just I pray that God helps you. There are treatments out there that you can look into, and just yeah, it will get better. There is a way to get past it. I don't know how I got to this place. To be honest, it's just the grace of God. Like seriously, I seriously don't know how I got to a place where like I can speak normal. But yeah. Anyway, for those who didn't know, now you know. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Consistency. See, 2021 we will do this YouTube thing. We will do it by force. I've realized like I'm not a vlogger. I think I'm more of a sit down talk to you guys. But yeah. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and see you on the next video. Bye. Yeah, like, subscribe. Do subscribe actually. Yeah. See you guys on the next video. Bye.